Channel. Thank for joining us. Today's session is on sketching and drawing of landscapes. And today I will be doing a fast landscape. If you are joining for the first time, we have live sessions every week on different art forms, and the sessions cover different art forms. And these art forms explain the people how do you make any drawing easily, step by step. So if you are joining for the first time, please subscribe the channel and press the notification bell and stay connected with us throughout the session. So I will be sharing important tips during the session. So what you just saw, I had used a simple sponge and I had made this area of this is a normal watercolor sheet. I have made it wet, and now I am just making a rough pencil sketch which is not light, which is not dark. And this is a simple sketch in which there is not too much of detail. So you will see that how do you do it faster. And there are simple scenes are there. So I have done this roughly, and there is a tree shot here which is reaching the top. And now let's start. Now I have made it wet, it has dried. I can make it wet once again. And when I will make it wet, what will happen? When I will put any color in this area, it will spread very fast. So if you are using a watercolor sheet, the advantage of the sheet is that the color and rubbing of the brush does not spoil the sheet, and the sheet does not get smudged or it does not become soft, and the thread of the paper does not come out. Now I will be using normal watercolor. Now see the steps one by one. I will be showing the steps. Those who have doubt, you can send the email and I will guide you there. Now I am making the tree area in this part, and the normal blue and green are mixed together. There is a link given below. In that link you will see there are different links given, but there is a link of a color chart. Now this is the first thing which I am putting on the paper, and this will help in giving a base to my drawing. Over this I can give detail, and in between we leave some area. Now there is a dark portion which I have to show. So when you all are making any watercolor, then the tip of the watercolor is to match a dark and a light area. That is the contrast you have to create. Now in this area I want to highlight, therefore I am using dark here, and there will not be too much of color in this drawing. It will be partially abstract. So you will see that the use of brown is there, the use of yellow will be there, and these colors will be intermingled. So this is a background where there are trees to be shown, and here I am using green and yellow both mixed together, and the green is created by mixing the blue with yellow. When I do it, then it gives a nice green color. And the yellow which you are seeing, as I have told yesterday earlier also, that shade varies when you mix different shades of blue, when you mix different shades of, so there are normally three blue shades in every color set. There are green shades also available. There is a cobalt blue, there is a Persian blue, so there are 2-3 shades, but we can create multiple shades by using just 2 shades only. So you merge and mix blue and yellow, and it will give a nice green shade. The color which you are seeing now, it is created by mixing of colors. Now when we create any landscape, then there is a variation of shade which comes with use of different medium, and you have to vary the amount of color. Now this is just a background. Over this we will give detail after we have done it. There is some blue to be used here, and this area is done. Now coming to the left side, on the left side there is a tree. Now what I will do is I will leave this area the area which I want to show a tree I have left, and in between also I am leaving it. And you will see that we don't mix all the colors. There is some gap which I am leaving in between, because the watercolor is transparent. Therefore what I am doing, I am trying to leave the area, whichever area I want to show light. And this area which I am doing now is the upper portion of the sky, where I want to show a dark impression of the sky. Yes, sky is created by using different blues, but it depends upon the lightning in the sky. If the light is more, then the shading is more of the blue. If it is evening time, then the shade changes. So what I am to do here is that I have to use a shade which is more in the evening shade. So there will be a use of brown, which is to create a variation. Now this is the dark area. Above there is a house below it. And the movement of brush is random. And now I am applying partially dipped brush in water, and then we move the brush. And now you will see that this is the edge of the trees which I want to show. So I have to move the brush softly, leaving some areas white in between. And everywhere the shade will not be same. So here in this portion I am using blue over the brown. When I do this, it gives a nice effect of trees which are far away. So this is done, and this creates a background for the lower area of the painting. Now here this is greenish, there will be a blue also, and we merge this blue with. Now there was a tree here which I wanted to, but there is a dark area in this, so I have not left the area, but in the lower side I will leave it. The area which I am leaving here, that is the area for the tree which I want to show, and this is the lower side of the sky which is dark. And we make this dark. Use blue and add a little bit of black, so it will give that shade. And here this is the inner part of this area which is having a dark shade. This is upper area of a cliff, so this I will do dark. Now in the upper area, we spread this color and make branches of the tree. So white area which is left, that will be used for making the branches, and the outer area which I am doing now, that will create effect of the sky. So white, whichever area we want to use light, we leave it, and the other area we paint dark. Now there is a branch which I want to show here, so I have done like this. So this creates upper area of the drawing, and now the outer boundary of this drawing, where I will use blue and mix it with the sky. So just merge it and give a leaf effect, the trees which are far away, so it will come out like this, and it will give a nice far away effect of the branches. Now here I want to still give a darker area. This is the edge of the two houses which I want to show, so I am doing it dark, varying the shade so that the lower part of the drawing is visible. Now in the lower side, this area, there is not too much, there is just use of yellow. So we will come to it. Now here I am doing dark, and then I will spread it with brown. So the brown, and you can use red, it will become and merge with the black and the green, and it will give a reddish effect. Now towards the lower side I have to do dark, so I have done this dark and left the area for the house, and the movement of the color and the brush is random. Now here I will be using blue and then spread it. So this is the upper area which is ready. Now in the lower side I have to use yellow Now when you are working with watercolor, the water which you are using should be clean whenever you come to a light shade. Now sometimes this is a trick, I would say. The trick is, if I want to have a mixture, a very light color, and I want to mix a very light, slightly dark shade, so I will not change the water. In that, like here I want to use blue. Yes, so when I will use green, which is the water has become dirty, so I don't want bright yellow, so I will use yellow, and I will put a little bit of brown, and when I will shade it, so the effect which will come out will not have full yellow. If I want, I can use full yellow only, but I wanted some areas to be dirty, so I have used the water which is not. So you can have 2 or 3 containers. Now this is a strategy which I work on. Here I want to use brown, so the use is brown and yellow is mixed. This is a area of the drawing which is having a ground, and the shade is not to be given fully in detail. It will give a incomplete effect. Incomplete in the sense that you will see that when I will be doing it, now once you start doing watercolors, you will understand that they can be done in different ways. Here I want to, you can mix and match, like I have done yellow here, add a little bit of yellow ochre, like here I am adding a little bit of yellow ochre. A brown also I can add, and over this then I will show you what I will do. This is a effect of a slope which is there in the, there is a slope which I want to create. Now use of yellow and brown will give a golden look. Normally golden people look for, but golden effect will, you will see here, you can see that it is giving a sort of golden effect. Now this is the upper area of a dry land where the grass or the tree or the bushes have dried. Now this is to give a brightness to the lower area of the painting. Now in this lower side, some areas of dark brown I will do, and now spread it with water. This is a sort of abstract one. Now you watch that this area I want to use yellow, but I want to make it look golden. Yes, you are right. Golden can be, we can have golden and we can have brown, but I want to create a incomplete effect in the lower side. And now you see that I will just, this is a sponge which I am using, which I normally use. I have dipped it in the color and just apply it. So this is a piece of sponge which helps to spread the color fast, and the whole lower area has become wet. Now over this, when I will rub the color, it will spread fast. Now just squeeze the sponge and rub it. Now don't overdo it, just so this spreads the color fast and there is no brush use. So this is a simple sponge and this is nothing complicated. You just need a pen, old pen, make a hole in this and stick it, and stick the sponge inside the pen, and we do it fast. So this helps us in covering the area fast. Now in this lower side I want to make it dark, so I am using blue and yellow, which gives a greenish tone, and this is the edge of the drawing which I want to do, and above this yellow I am spreading this dark green. Now let's do the houses here. Now these houses are to be done with the help of brown and orange and red. So the color which I am using is a mixture of brown, orange and red, and of course there is yellow to be used. Now see, I want to show a window here. So directly with the help of brush, what I will do, I will leave the edge of this drawing of this house. I will show you in close up, and leave this like this and leave a space for the window, and this can be small one, and the other area I am painting the first layer of brown. Now since you are watching it step by step, you will understand what is to be done. So you have to use orange, you have to use brown, and just fill this area with the color, and it will give a golden brown effect. This is upper area of the house, and I want this area is the slope of the house. I will show you just now, but now there is a door, and we are not making a full filling of colors. Now see the roof, how it is done. Take this same color and first make a background. Fill it with light shade. This is the background of the upper area of the roof. Over this I will show you how do you give the effect of the upper roof. On this side also, so keep the shade light. And keep it light first. The first tone you can keep it light, and over this, so we never use too much of color. The color use you are seeing is very less. Now alternate use of dark and light shade is the simple trick in watercolor. So this is upper roof, I will give detail to it. Now in the lower side I want to show white walls, but let me do this area, the left side of the drawing. Again the upper area I have done dark, so the lower area I am doing slightly light, again to create a contrast. And will not do the whole thing, I will just show that it is in the background, and over this the space which you are seeing I will fill it with yellow, which is the grass. Now till this dries, we can move to the other area of the painting which is dried, that is the trees. Now to make the tree, you have to not use, see, normally everyone fills it with brown, but here I am filling it with brown and a little bit of, and I am not filling it fully like this, and some areas of white are left over this. Then I will give detail. This is again first area. I had left this area of the tree white. Over this I am making first layer of the tree, which is a brown layer, and in the upper area also. And the use of color which you see is less. Now spots have to be done to show that there is variation of light in the drawing. So this is a tree. When I will highlight it and make the branch prominent, and this is what I am doing. So vary the shade, and some areas you feel dark, some areas you feel light. And when I will fill the outer area with dark, it will give a simple outline of the tree. Now let's make the house. Now to make this area prominent, I have to make the inner corner of the house dark, and the dark will not be full dark, it will just be put, and then I will spread it. So just fill it with black and brown. There is black, there is brown to be used, and we will spread it. So if you observe carefully, the black is going, and I will spread it, and it is going inside the darker area, inside the light area. So this creates an effect of uneven surface. So you will not fill it with full one color, and it is to be done like this, and just randomly you fill it. And now here I will just make, now this is the window. Now some areas we have to make dark. So in the corner of the upper corner of the house I am making dark. Now see how I am doing the upper area of the house. So there is small dotted effect I will do, and this will also not be same. It will be showing that there is a type of tile effect on the house, and everywhere the shading will not be same. Towards one side you can make it dark, towards the other side you can make it light, and from the lower side uh, we will make it uneven. So use red and use brown and make this as the outer area. And we fill it till the end. Okay, so this makes a nice shade. And to highlight the upper area, if I will make the background slightly dark, see, when I will make the background dark, the upper area of the house will become bright. So this is what we have to do in watercolor. Vary the shade. In fact, in all the medium we do this. This is another house which is there. So I am making this area dark. And now I will fill it with a little bit of brown, but dark brown. Now from the lower side, this is the lower part of the house, so I will make it dark brown, not black. Now when I vary the shade, it will give the effect like this. Now here I will just make so use brown and mix a little bit of red and just give gentle taps of the thin brush. Now this makes the upper area of the house prominent and uneven surface is there. So from the inner side I will make it dark like this. Now how will you make the lower part, the lower side of the house? We will do it fast. In another 5 minutes or 10 minutes I will try to finish it. Now in the upper area of the house I want to make a contrast, so I am making the upper area of the house with a dark shade, and when I fill it with dark, then the lighter shade of the hut will become prominent. And this is how we do it. Now to make the walls, just take little bit of uh, blue and spread it like this to give an effect of shadow on the wall. It is like this, and take it down like this. And it gives a reflection shadow on the house, and then I'll finish it. Now let's quickly complete it. Here I will give a shade of little bit of green, orange and brown. The drawing doesn't have too much of greenery or too much of detail. There is simple use of light shade and dark shade, and here there are some steps. So I am just making simple lines, vary the shade, and just spread them like this. And I'll show you in close up that what I am doing. These are just steps which are there in the slope. And now just some detailing and the drawing will be done. The brown and a little bit of black, and just to show the upper end of this yellowish area. And here there is not too much of detail, as I am repeating. Just you have to put the shade and just merge the shade. It will look like this, a simple drawing. Now just to finish it, a few things I am doing. Just a tower or something I can make, very light shade. Just let's make a light line here, and this one is a tree, so we will not make full detail. Like this. And it's a simple drawing, all of you must try. In the lower side now let's add some brown and dark. This is just just little bit of green and just touches of black and blue. And when I fill it, the upper area is yellow. Over this and now just spread it down, and the wall of the house is ready. I can make something in the door, some darkness, not too much of lining but just one tone, and a small window, a small black dot. and the drawing is done. There is not at all too much of detail. You will see the detail is more on the house and just varying the pressure of darkness and lightness. The trees also do not have too much of detail, just we have to vary the darkness. Now on the outer side and somewhere in the inner side we will make dark shade. And it's done. So hope you have liked it. It's just a simple drawing, not too much of detail. So if you have liked it, please subscribe the channel and give a like to the video and stay connected. We'll meet in the next session. Every week we have classes. You can join and benefit. And till we meet, goodbye and take care. This is the lower area. I'm just finishing it. Now this area is the area where there are stairs, and I have not used any measurement, but it will give an effect of that there are some stairs going up and the house is above. So when I create darkness in some area of the house, like here, then the effect looks like it is far away. So goodbye, we'll meet in the next class.